it just hooks here on this latch that goes that's bolted in. What do you call this?
Hold on. We call it the sear.
Yeah, but what kind of nut is this, or bolt?
Oh, it's an eye bolt.
An eye bolt with the threaded, this is welded threaded rod on top of a piece of steel with a hook. It just latches in like that. This can be adjusted. This can be lengthened out to drop the weight forward so it takes less than activated. This can, a 22 will take this down. We can make it go a little heavier by adjusting this out.
Yeah, if you lean the target more forward by screwing out the sear,
right here.
Yeah, it becomes less sensitive. The more erect you stand it, the more sensitive it becomes.
And the thing is, these are on a smooth rod, only threaded on the ends, so it doesn't hang up on those, and it's tightened. Doesn't move a lot. It's not going anywhere, and takes very little to activate it. Hardly touching that. Only problem we had yesterday was a little bit of the wind.
And this bolt is, what happened was, without this bolt here, the targets wanted to roll over, so this stops it from going over top dead center and falling backwards.
Right.
And depending on where you only need, if you can see, and I'll zoom in here.
One of the things you can do too is you can tighten this thing all the way out and it'll just be a ding ding ding, but
yeah.
You might bend the plate. We're not sure about that yet.
Right, if you have it tight up against.
It'll hold it and you just ding it.
Yeah.
So these things are working pretty flawlessly right now. I mean, this is the first match we shot them in, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Right, and what was going on yesterday, it was real windy, and because these things were standing fairly erect, they were real sensitive, and the wind was knocking them down. If you'd have leaned them further forward, you wouldn't have had that issue, yeah. Or not as much of an issue.
And these mini popper plates, or bases, are a lot heavier. We got some full-size popper over here. And these are on the same principle, but the base is a lot smaller. It's a heavy plate. This is all AR500 plate, and it's the same principle here. 22 to knock it down. And it's all forward falling. Nice rubber stops. Good base. AR500 steel.
Mm-hmm. What we did was in the hole of the eye bolt. In the hole of the eye bolt right here, we have bushing material cut that fits in that eye of the eye bolt real good, and it's a 1/2-inch bolt through there, and works real well.
How is this done?
What's that?
Is this cut out?
No, what we did was we notched, hold on, let me zoom in on that here. Hold on. On that, we notched out the steel, yeah. Drilled a hole. These are hardened pins, okay, that we pounded down in there. Oh,
so this can be replaced because it's threaded. You could replace this piece if it ever broke.
Sure, and I mean
everything is interchangeable. You could take pieces off and fix it.
Yeah.
What was the other thing I was going to say about this? Oh, and we're talking about a piece that we can detach this, and run a hook off of this somewhere.
Yeah. What you do is right here. This is a rod end, and you unscrew it. There's a bolt there, and I take a piece of 8-inch steel, 1 inch long, run it up along here, and then come out 90 degrees. And have a hole in the end of that 90-degree deal, and I can hook cables, string, etc. to it, so that when it falls forward, it's triggering it. I tried using just the eye down here to do that, and what happened was you're only getting about 6 inches of travel. If I have it up here, I'm going to get a foot and a half of travel on my cable.
Right. And it was just an easy piece we can take off and put on and replace if we need to.
Sure.
Cool.